Mesa isn't just desert and cacti or a place for retirees, and now while there are a lot of retirement communities throughout Mesa, it's one of Arizona's most underrated cities for real estate. Let's pull up a map and I will show you why Mesa might just surprise you. My name is Cody Valentine. I am a local Arizona real estate agent, and we help people like you relocate to Arizona every single day, and we absolutely love helping people with their move. We are available nights, days, weekends, holidays to help with anything you may need with your move to Arizona. Please reach out with any of the links or contact info below and we can help you strategize with you about your move to Arizona or answer any questions you may have. Now let's get into this map tour of Mesa, Arizona. Okay, cool. So we have the map pulled up here, and to start, let's kind of show you where Mesa is within the valley. So you see kind of Mesa is highlighted here. So it's considered in the Southeast Valley. You have Gilbert, Chandler, Queen Creek, all here in the Southeast Valley. You have Apache Junction here as well. And then you have Tempe, Scottsdale. So kind of, as you can see where Mesa sits, it's a quick drive into Scottsdale. You have North Scottsdale up here, Greyhawk, Rio Verde is a popular place out in here. Cave Creek, Carefree is up in here, Anthem. And then Phoenix, Sky Harbor, the airport is right in this area right here. And so Tempe has, the ASU campus. So really a great location if you're living in Mesa. You have the 60 freeway here that kind of jets you in to the 101. You can also catch the 202 back over in here, which is a freeway. And so that can catch you into the 101 and get you into the 10 and the 17. So great access as far as location goes. So let's get into Mesa a little bit here. Zoom in. So right here you can see it borders Tempe. I do know even some students that live that go to ASU live in this area over here. There's some condos and different townhomes that some of the students actually live in because it is so close to the campus here. So you have Mesa Grand over here. It's got a movie theater called Cinemark. You have restaurants over in here. Home Depot, obviously. So good shopping, good food. Here's the movie theater. You have Bass Pro Shop, which is off over in here. And that would be right in this area. Right here is Bass Pro. It's pulling up Raising Cane's, but Bass Pro is right off in here. And then another popular spot here, it's now called Sloan Park. This is where the Cubs spring training facility is. So they have their practice fields. You can see the small stadium. It's based off of Wrigley Field here. Used to be HoHoCom, but it's now Sloan Park. They've moved over into this location here. And so popular spots and townhomes for investments are often here. You have Bellagio Tempe, so that kind of now borders the Tempe area. But then you have the 101, 202 kind of loops that connect here. So this is kind of the edge of Mesa on the west side of Mesa here. So let's zoom out. Another cool area of the Mesa Country Club here. This was that HoHoCom stadium that used to be where the Cubs had their spring training, now moved over to Sloan Park into a newer facility. But this is where that used to be. It's a little bit older part of Mesa in here. Mesa has a mix of older communities, and you also have new build communities. So it really has that blend of both. They also have retirement communities. Some are mobile home parks that are 55 plus. They have a few other different types of mobile home parks. So really a mixed bag when you come to Mesa as far as what you're looking for, or where you might want to live, different pockets, different things. So it's nice to kind of get a lay of the land here, depending on what you are looking for and what you need. You also have a reservation. So this is the reservation land. You have some casinos, as you can see, Casino Arizona over here, but it is a reservation, and that borders Mesa as well. So also a really great area. This is actually where I grew up. So you have McKellips, Mesa Drive, Stapley here. Stapley will shoot you down into Gilbert, changes names once it gets into Gilbert. And then you have Brown Road that shoots through here. This is where I actually went to high school, is Mesa Mountain View, popular school. Good at sports, good education there. Great neighborhoods off in here. This was actually the neighborhood I grew up. It does have an HOA in here, but a little bit, these were built in 2004. You have a custom home section here. And then this is like more tract homes over in here. This neighborhood here has some really nice homes big luxury style homes, newer community. So if you're looking for that style, this is a really, really nice couple pockets of homes here. Then you have Arboleda, also is a nice community within Mesa, and that sits here. It's gated, as you can see, the Arboleda security here. Elementary school is off over in here called Ishikawa, and then you have Stapley Junior High as well. Now these homes were built over here in the 80s and 90s, non-HOA, but they do look pretty cool. I don't know if I could drop you in. Yeah, maybe you can see kind of, not that motorhome, but as you can see, some of the homes in here, it's a non-HOA, but they do a good job of upkeeping their streets. Some of these non-HOA neighborhoods tend to, you have houses painted different colors, and people might not take care of their yard as well. But this neighborhood does a good job, actually, and it's a great neighborhood growing up in. I actually grew up in this neighborhood. My parents moved when I went into junior high, but this kind of gives you a feel for the neighborhood as we kind of walk through here. And a lot of kids live in this area just because of, of the school system. You have Stapley and Ishikawa, and all right in this area. So as you can kind of see, some of these homes in here, nice homes, good size, and they range. A lot of these are in the 600s now, 5 to 600,000. And so yeah, just to kind of give you a feel through here. Okay, let's zoom back out. Okay, so that's where we just were. Let me zoom out a little bit to kind of give you a feel. So that was really East Mesa. You do have a private airport here called Falcon Field. And so that sits kind of over here in the east part of Mesa. Quail Run facility, it's where a lot of Little League games are. They have a couple fields over there. So if your kids are in Little League, they might play at Quail Run. It's a great facility over there. Over in here is a little bit what I was talking about, is Apache Wells. And Apache Wells is a 55 plus community. It's mixed with homes, but also mobile homes. I don't know if I can drop you in. Yeah, maybe we can. Let's look. So as you can see, these are, some of them are manufactured and some of them are not. And this one over here, like you can see, is a manufactured home. And so they're kind of a mixed bag through here, but they do have a golf course, and it is 55 plus. They have a country club or clubhouse area. And so yeah, could be a popular area if you're looking to retire here, Apache Wells. Another great spot is Red Mountain Ranch. Red Mountain Ranch years ago was kind of the up and coming area, and now it's always been a really popular area, but it is a little bit older now. There's beautiful custom homes. They have a golf course, as you can kind of see through here, that wraps around, that's in the middle of the community. There's some really beautiful homes that sit on these courses. My cousin actually lived off over in here in a great house, and they have a country club. They do Easter events and events all through the year. There's also a brand new community being built here by Blandford Homes. So I don't think that we can't get in there. And some of these are gated. So we might be able to show you the country club though. So this is the country club of Red Mountain, which is, it's just awesome area if you have kids or even if you're looking to retire in this area. It's a great clubhouse. You can kind of see the area here. Just to give you a feel, they have tennis courts, pools, you name it. Just a great area here. And we used to have brunch often here, and it was awesome. So really cool spot. One of my other favorite neighborhoods is Las Sendas. So it's on the other side of the street here, Power Road, and you have Las Sendas. It's another golf community. They have really nice homes, and it's super popular. Now it is a little bit further east. So, let me zoom really far out for you just to kind of show you. We are now, real East Mesa, right on the edge here. You do have Usury Mountain. That's where a lot of people like to go hike out here. They have the Wind Caves, which is a great hike. And so, this is desert living. I don't know if I can, yeah, we can kind of look through here. Let me see if I can drop us in. Yeah, so as you can kind of see, there's some gated portions of this area. As you can see off over in here, it's gated, but it's very much, trying to keep that desert living. And it's, you kind of live within the desert landscaping. And so yeah, it's a little bit further out, but it's also more secluded, and it's really pretty. And they also have a clubhouse and a restaurant that's fun to go to. So even if you don't live in this area or you live in Mesa, it's fun to go and have dinner, sunset dinner actually at their restaurant. They're a great happy hour, and then catch a sunset out there. It's beautiful. So as you can see, kind of the gated stuff that I'm talking about. So then, oops. Okay, so as we kind of go through here, there's a ton of restaurants off in here. Red, White, and Brew is a popular one. You have the Red Mountain Baseball Complex. You have Red Mountain High School, so that's a rival of Mesa Mountain View. You also have Mesa High School, which is more east. And so a lot of good schools within Mesa, the two popular ones being Mesa Mountain View and Red Mountain. So you have those here. Now, if you're looking for more of like a dive country bar, where did they go? This Denim and Diamonds off in here is a really popular place to go out and country dance. I don't know if I lost it, but it's off over in here, Denim and Diamonds. So yeah, if you're looking for country line dancing, I think they do classes there, but it's kind of a dive bar, but has a big country dance floor. And this is Leisure World here. So Leisure World is a retirement community. It's all 55 plus. They have a golf course. And a lot of these often over in here in this part of Mesa, let me zoom back out just so you can see it. In this part of Mesa here is your 55 plus communities. And so I don't think we'll be able to drop in there. No, because it's gated. Leisure World is gated, so it won't let us drop in. But it is a popular community if you're looking to retire there. They have a full-blown set of amenities and golf courses and all sorts of things. It's like a resort within there. You have Superstition Springs Mall. Used to be really popular, but as we know, malls have kind of gone to the side. The popular malls out here in Arizona is Fashion Square, which is in Scottsdale, and then you have the Chandler Mall. But this one still has stuff there. You do have Cheesecake Factory in there. I know that that's popular for people. Every time we go there, it's a wait. And then you just have some different stores here, car dealerships through here. And again, we have this 60 that splits kind of the sides. You have more communities here. Now, let me pop out a little further. So as we kind of go here, back down more east, I do want to show you, Baseline separates a lot of Mesa. So on the other side of Baseline, you have Gilbert. So you have this Val Vista Lakes, which is a popular Gilbert neighborhood, but you're right on the edge of Mesa. And so as we come into Mesa, this is another popular spot. Val Vista kind of runs through Mesa and Gilbert, but often here you have AJ's, which is a gourmet grocery store, similar to like if LA was like Erewhon, but not as high fancy as Erewhon, but definitely more gourmet than most stores that we have as far as grocery stores here in Arizona. But they have great teas. So the iced teas are really popular. And yeah, just a lot of different local items and gourmet stuff. So awesome spot to check out. They also do, outdoor barbecues and stuff during the nice months. So there's a few of these around, but this is the Mesa one. So if that's something that you're interested in, this is a great spot to check out in Mesa. And then as we kind of zoom further out here, as you can see, Mesa it's big, but as you can see right here, as I'm pointing here, this is Baseline, which then separates, Gilbert and Mesa. So as you kind of run around here, you can follow Mesa. You have Trader Joe's off in here. If you're this part of Mesa, on the border of Gilbert and Mesa, you have Trader Joe's, and then there's another spot. Okay, yeah, so you have Trader Joe's here, and then there's a Sprouts also in here, which makes it convenient. So you have Trader Joe's, and then there's a Sprouts right there. And then off here you have Mesa Grand. Now Jake's Unlimited, before we get to Mesa Grand, Jake's Unlimited is a popular place for kids. So, just kind of a different arcade and different things going on there. So if you do have kids, I know that Jake's Unlimited is popular. And then you have off in here, you do have Walmart, but then you have the Mesa Grand Shopping Center. There's a few stores. There used to be more. Some have kind of changed hands, but you do have another movie theater here at the Mesa Grand AMC. And there's also a Texas Roadhouse. Now this was pretty funny. It used to be right here. It used to be right, yeah, where it's at is showing right here, but it used to be they've moved it now to here. So they knocked this one down and moved it here to add more parking. It is super popular. And so it was just funny. It went viral online because you had two Texas Roadhouses right next to each other, and because they were building a new one. And so it's still there, but it's just moved over a little bit. And then you have Charleston's, which is another popular restaurant right here. Let's see if that comes up. Yeah, great place, great food, so worth checking out there. Barbecue, there's two locations, one in Phoenix and one in Mesa. Some people say this is the best barbecue in Arizona. I think Caldwell County and Gilbert is, but this is still really good barbecue. And so this, if you're into barbecue, it's got a cool setting and a fun restaurant to go to. And then, you know, you have In-N-Out. There's a few In-N-Out burgers in Mesa, this being one of them. And then there's another one down by Red Mountain Ranch in that area we were looking at off of Power Road. But this is a popular one for Mesa. As we zoom a little bit further out, there's a Costco as well. They have one in Gilbert more south, but this Costco here, now it is technically in Gilbert, but you're right off of here on Baseline. So you do have a Costco pretty close by over there. And then as we zoom, you have Golfland. Golfland is a water park. Really popular when I was growing up. I mean, I still see people when I'm driving the freeway around. There's still a lot of people out there that line up on the stairs. So they do have like a mini golf spot as well off in here. And then you have the water park here, and that is the wave pool. So yeah, you know, popular spot in the summer, obviously, if you're looking to cool off. And then let me show you, there's another neighborhood. Yeah, Dobson Ranch is what I wanted to show you. So Dobson Ranch here, they have some like lakes throughout. They have different types of homes in here as well. You have some from, you know, your normal single family homes, and then you have townhomes. Some of the homes sit on water. So, you know, definitely a good mix of variety of types of homes here in Dobson Ranch. Now some are a little bit more pricey, and then some are more affordable. So, you know, if you're looking to be close to the freeway, not a bad area to look at. And then you also have Dobson High School, which is another Mesa school. So you can see that here, Dobson High School here. And then St. Timothy Church, I know that's a popular Catholic church within the valley, that sits here in Dobson Ranch. So, you know, neighborhood is cool just because you're so close to the 101 and the 60, easy access anywhere. Let's see if I can show you some of the homes here. This is some of the ones on the kind of on the water area here. As you kind of look through some of these. So they have 2 levels, single levels. And like I said, some sit on the water. And then there's also sections of Dobson Ranch that are more townhome, patio home style, if you're looking for something smaller. But this just kind of gives you a feel for some of the homes here. A little bit older homes, but some haven't updated and some have updated their homes inside. So yeah, just a cool area. And then also always kind of cool to be on water here in Arizona, just because we don't have a ton of waterfront property. But some of these homes do sit on those lakes. Let me see if I can show you. So yeah, some of these homes sit on the water within here. So, and then you have, where's the hospitals? Yeah, so you have Banner here. You have a Banner Medical Center here. And this used to be Fashion Square, another In-N-Out as well. This used to be Fiesta Mall, but they've gotten rid of Fiesta Mall. And so I don't know there's been different talks of what they were going to do. At one point, I thought the Coyotes, which are no longer a team here, hopefully they come back, but they were talking about maybe putting their arena there, but not sure what's going to go in there. Maybe office space. You have Mesa Community College here. So that's what you see all the fields are. This is MCC, Mesa Community, and then Banner hospitals as well. So that gives you somewhat of a lay of the land of Mesa. Let me zoom back out just so you can see. So Mesa, Southeast Valley, like I said, mix of older, newer, all kind of different types. And then one last neighborhood I do want to show you because it is the new and popular area, and that is Eastmark. So Eastmark is the newer home. It's more southeast of Mesa, and that is this neighborhood here. They have great amenities. It has definitely become one of the most popular neighborhoods within Mesa. It is one of the newer neighborhoods in Mesa. So if new construction is what you're looking for, this Eastmark, I know they're still building some homes, but they have cool restaurants within here. They have their own schools, and Basis, which is a private school, is in there. They do have like a main area where they have a farm-to-table type restaurant, a coffee shop. So they've really done a good job of designing this area, and you know, definitely just looks more newer. There's a lot of like green belts within the neighborhood. As you can kind of see, the street signs are a little bit different, and then you see the green belts here throughout the neighborhoods, and just different kinds of cool neighborhoods within here. And you know, super popular. Eastmark is, I'm sure if you've searched Mesa, Eastmark is something that you've come across, and I think I'm going to do a video just on Eastmark alone. So stay tuned for that, because it is definitely a place that people are starting to look. And one more actually that I wanted to tell you about, off in here, as we zoom out here, there is another cool new build. There's a place called Lehigh. So it's like you take a hill down, and it goes down a little bit, and there's a nice cool area off in here that they're building off in here. Blandford Homes is building new homes in here. So new construction still popping up. You do have like this Lehigh neighborhood here. There's some older homes that are in there as well that are on more like acreage and used to be kind of farm. I know people had horses in here, but they've now kind of taken this section here and they're building new homes in here. So really, really cool. If you're looking, oh yeah, perfect. So we can kind of see where the new homes are going. This is Blandford Homes. So yeah, cool models. A little bit on the higher end price point, but I know people really like this neighborhood, and just good location as well. So that really gives you the lay of the land of Mesa. As I zoom further out, like I said, Southeast Valley, you have Mesa, Chandler, Gilbert, and then Tempe, Scottsdale. So good location to everything, and then the airport as well. So that is Mesa. Well, that is your map tour of Mesa, Arizona. And if you want to know more about this city or the communities within it, please reach out. We would love to help. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next tour. And I will see you next time.